Welcome. It is time for football analysis with me, Amalaba Karaji, coming to you live from the studios of CTV, your favorite streaming channel. Just in case you do not know, COVID is still here, unfortunately. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're fine and fabulous. Federal government has already warned that it seems as though we're going into the fourth wave of this deadly virus. So, guys, let's make sure that we stay safe. All right, let's prioritize our safety. Wash your hands properly with soap and water. If you cannot get that, ensure that you go around with your pocket hand sanitizers and you use it as frequently as possible. And I hope you've gotten vaccinated as well. If you've not gotten vaccinated yet, what are your concerns? Go to your local health center, talk to your doctor, explain your concerns, all right, and get informed, let them put your concerns to rest, basically. All right, we've got to stay safe at every point in time. Ensure that you also mask up as well. We can say hello and I with our friends, not actually shaking hands. All right, you can just blow them air kisses from a very long distance. So let's be very careful. All right. So I'm not doing this alone. I've got Chisom Okpala, aka Biscuit, aka Oracle, with me on the show to talk about all things going on in the world of football. Hi, Chisom. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here again. It's another great weekend. I just know the weekend was coming. It's like you should have every day at the weekend, just football. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you join me as well. All right, let's take it from the Premier League now, shall we? We had Brentford taking on Watford yesterday. That game giving us 3 goals, right? With Brentford taking that particular 3 points in the bag for them. 2-1 it ended in favor of Brentford. It's quite interesting to know that Watford went ahead in that particular game and up until the 84th minute before Brentford were able to pull a leveler and then pull a winner. The goal scorer for Watford is Emmanuel Dennis Bonaventure in the 24th minute, scoring for Claudio Ranieri's side, and Pontus Janssen in the 84th minute scoring, and late drama in that particular game with Brian Bremo scoring a penalty for Brentford. So big ups to Brentford. And okay, your thoughts on the game really quickly. Hello, Chisom.
That game, I actually gave that game to Watford to win. And Watford were doing it exactly as I predicted on the hello. I can hear you clearly, I can see you, but you're not hearing me.
I can hear you.
Okay. So I said that game, I actually gave it to Watford to win, but Watford just collapsed towards the embers of the game, and I was really annoyed anyway. But well, it's one of those days. They will bounce back.
Well, I think they're going to. But let's talk about Brentford really quickly right now. They've got 22 points to their name. Do you still stand on the fact that you still see Brentford going back to the championship at the end of the season, basically?
Yeah. I'm very sure of that.
Very sure.
Brentford are going back. Very sure.
All right, time will tell. I don't think.
Brentford.
Okay.
Norwich, Brentford, and the third team, I'm not sure yet.
Okay. All right. Time will tell. I mean, but I don't think Brentford are going down anyway. I think they're here to stay. Hey, we'll see how the rest of the games, how the rest of the season does pan out. Let's now talk about the game that has already started right now. That's the Manchester City Wolves game. On paper, about 9 minutes gone in that particular encounter. On paper, Pep Guardiola's side has got to be the superior side. On paper, it's got to be. But would remember that Wolves' last game, taking on Liverpool, the Reds had to win that one at the death. Do we see Wolves posing a problem for Guardiola, or it's going to be a walk in the park for City?
Well, it's going to be a tight game. It's always a tight game between Manchester City and Wolves. I expect Wolves to put up a very big fight, but well, it's all down to how long they can keep fighting.
How long?
Like what happened against Liverpool. So let's yeah, just all about how long they can keep fighting.
All right then. Man City taking it for you. Let's take a quick look at the lineups now, shall we? For Manchester City, who are the home side at the Etihad Stadium, they've got Edison Moraes in goal, João Cancelo, Ruben Dias, Laporte and Zinchenko making a four-man backline. And in the middle of the park, they've got Bernardo Silva, Rodrigo, and Gundogan making up a three-man midfield. And the forwards, you've got Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and Jack Grealish making up the attack for Manchester City. And then for the visiting side, you have Sarr in goal, you have Ruben Says, Conor Cody, and Kilman making up a three-man backline for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And you've got 8 noon, John Moutinho, Ruben Neves, then Donka, Nelson Semedo making up a 5-man midfield, and Adama Traore and Raul Jimenez making up the 2-man forward line for Wolverhampton Wanderers. So looking at the lineup, basically, I like to think that Wolverhampton have got quality and Manchester City have well. Bernardo Silva has got to be that man to look at for the Manchester City side because he seems to be in phenomenal form right now. Hello? Hello, Chisom, can you hear me? All right, I'm trying to reconnect with Chisom. You guys, make sure you send in your thoughts, your comments, your reactions, your predictions as well. Do you think is taking this particular one? Manchester City taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves actually did hold Liverpool, or almost hold Liverpool to a draw, but that did not happen. The Reds eventually won in the last game of the sides. And for Manchester City, they are in phenomenal form. Right now, they took on Watford in their last game, and they are topping the Premier League table as it stands, right, as it is. So, and as it, with the action already going on.
For me, I expect it to be a Silva and Sterling show.
Okay.
That is how I actually see it. I actually put it in this format. A Sterling Silva show. Yeah, that's what I think.
A Sterling Silva show.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please, I'm with you. All right, Manchester City right now with 36 points from 16 games played with this particular game ongoing. I can hear you too, so. All right, guys, sending your thoughts, your reactions, your comments, your predictions. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is taking this particular one? Manchester City or Wolverhampton Wanderers? And we've also got games at the 4 o'clock hour. But hey, I did not let you know how you can be a part of the show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube with CTV Live. All right, that's the handle, hashtag football analysis, so I can know you're actually talking to me, all right, about this particular show. And on TikTok, it is CTV Live 1. You could also leave me your thoughts on WhatsApp, right? Don't call the line. Just send me a WhatsApp message. 0901-5601-908 is the number for you to send in your thoughts and reactions to, all right? I already told you guys about the Brentford-Watford game. 2-1. It ended in favor of Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium. And the Manchester City Wolves game, 12 minutes gone in that particular one, goalless. It still stands. Chelsea are going to be in action as well. Chelsea did lose surprisingly, I guess, to West Ham United last time out for Leeds United. They're just somewhere there, not really in the relegation battle, but not too far away from that one as well. Chelsea taking on Leeds United at the Stamford Bridge, all right? That's when it's going down. 4 p.m. Nigerian time is the kickoff. Liverpool will also be taking on Aston Villa. And it's interesting to know that that's the first time Steven Gerrard will be returning to Liverpool as an opposing side manager. So that's some welcome we'll be saying Steven Gerrard to have at the Anfield. All right, what do you think is going to happen in that game? Arsenal taking on Southampton. All right, that particular game as well. What do you think? The Gunners, last time out, they lost to Everton. That was the Monday night game we had. So your thoughts, your comments, your reaction. Norwich City also be taking on Manchester United. And with the new man in charge for Manchester United, Ralf Rangnick, we had United getting their first win with the new manager last week. All right, so we'll be saying if that run will be continuing. Time will tell. All right, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, then. I said Manchester City Wolves. Who's taking it for you?
Manchester City is taking that. I expect a Sterling Silva show.
All right, Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva show. We'll see if maybe Wolves have got something up their sleeves, perhaps me and Adama Traore popping in there, or a Raul Jimenez. We never know, right? All right, guys, let's go to the Chelsea game, Chelsea-Leeds United game. Chelsea surprisingly lost to West Ham United last time out, the last game they played, with the Hammers beating them 3-2. Are we expecting Leeds United to pose a problem for the Blues?
United seem to pose a problem to themselves. Yeah, to themselves. I expect the manager to actually pause on his tactics and try not to just attack all the time and try to defend, because that's the problem of Leeds United. They always concede, and Chelsea will be looking to bounce expectedly. They have their talisman back, Lukaku, and winner during the Champions League they scored, so I expect them to do some magic there.
Okay, but I want to focus a bit now on the Blues, right, on the home side. We had Chelsea concede 3 goals, which is the first they've done this season in the league, right? And you had them also concede 3 goals as well in the Champions League game to Zenit. Is what's going on? Of course, they're without N'Golo Kante. They're also without Mateo Kovacic. Is that the problem with Thomas Tuchel's side right now? Because so far this season, they've been able to keep it tight at the back. They're one of the sides, I think they're currently with the lowest, the side with the lowest goals conceded so far this season in the Premier League. Yes, their defense has been quite solid, but they seem to fall like a pack of cards the last time out, taking on West Ham United. What do you think? I mean, they've already conceded 9 goals. That was from that three-goal howler they did last time out. What do you think should be going through Thomas Tuchel's side, beg your pardon, taking on this Leeds United that we know they are very, very attack-minded?
Well, listen, in Thomas' mind right now, you feel back to it because he has been flying, he has been over the moon. So now after 6 goals in 2 games, they were like, okay, boys, we're back to it. So let's keep tight at the back. And my fan of stay on is one big pain in the bum of anything. So I expect him to do so much if possible, but I expect Chelsea to hold him out and have more goals than Leeds United.
Okay, so you see Chelsea scoring more than Leeds United. Perhaps just might be scoring. Okay, we'll be seeing what Marcelo Bielsa. I can hear you too, so we'll be seeing what Marcelo Bielsa's side have got up their sleeve. So far, Leeds United aren't doing so well. Like I said, they're not exactly in the relegation battle, but they're not so far off of it either. 16 points they've got from 15 games played, and they're sitting in 15th place. So we'll be seeing how the rest of the season will be panning out for Leeds United. And for Chelsea FC, of course, we expect them to bounce back. So we see if Leeds United will be causing them trouble or not. Time will tell. 4 p.m. Nigerian time is the kickoff. Let's now move on to that game happening at the Anfield with Liverpool welcoming Aston Villa. Most notably, right, Steven Gerrard-led Aston Villa. This is the first time the Liverpool legend will be returning now as an opposing side to the Anfield. So what do you expect from that particular game?
Well, everybody wants to see that game, at least considering the fact that Steven Gerrard is coming back to Anfield, but not as a teammate and not as a coach, but as an opponent. So it's actually going to be very interesting to watch. Well, considering the fact that it's Aston Villa, well, I'll give it to Liverpool. They have on all grounds, so it's going to be a game to watch, and I expect drama.
Some interesting game to see. And so far, with Aston Villa, Steven Gerrard have won all of his games with Villa. So we'll be seeing what's going to happen in that particular one. Okay, no, they did lose. Yes, they've lost one. So it's quite interesting. We'll be seeing what's going to happen in this particular one, taking on Liverpool. The high-flying Liverpool, I must mention. The Reds have been scoring so many goals so far. They've scored 44 goals in total and considered 12. So, I mean, with a goal difference of 32, that's a nice cushion to have for anybody. With 34 points they've got from 15 games played. I'm sure Jurgen Klopp is not looking to drop in points this time around because their last a couple of games they've dropped some unexpected points. Do you see them doing the same thing over at Villa? Perhaps Villa come with so much, I don't know, the energy perhaps, or do you think the Anfield side, the fans now, do you think they're going to be divided in their loyalty to Liverpool or to Steven G's side?
Well, there's what we call the business time and pleasure time. When the game starts, it's business time, and everybody will just find their camp. Maybe after the game, they might now go to pleasure time. Yeah, I don't expect the shift to be on in.
Okay, you're not expecting surprises in that one, but hey, I get you. I mean, business and pleasure. Football is business, serious business actually. So maybe the fans will perhaps cheer Steven Gerrard before the game and after the game, and then during the 90+ minutes, get the job done is what they're going to be telling their side. All right, then we'll see what that one is going to pan out, the kind of results or how many goals we're going to be having in that particular encounter, considering the fiery form the Reds are right now. Let's now move on to another game where Arsenal, of course, will want to bounce back. The Gunners will want to return to winning ways and taking on the Saints right now. The Saints are not in the best of places right now. Ralph Hasenotto's side, they seem to be struggling a teeny bit, and if they're not careful, they just might get into the thick of the relegation battle. And for the Gunners, they also need to get into winning ways. Southampton as well are not looking to drop points. So what do you see taking this particular one for you?
Well, Arsenal is at home, and they are actually best playing at home. Need to not take this one. Southampton will be fun, and they're one of my candidates for the relegation this season, though. I see them putting up a fight. They've always been putting up fights against Arsenal every time. So I expect a very low scoreline, Arsenal winning, but I just hope that Aubameyang starts is like a minus in the team.
Interesting you mentioned Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and let's talk about his recent form. He's been blanking quite a lot this season. So far, his form has been non-existent. And so if you're taking out Aubameyang from the way Arsenal are going to set up, who do you think should be coming on in his place? Is it Lacazette? Is it Martinelli? Who do you think should be getting a shout in this particular game?
Well, I expect Lacazette and Martinelli to start together because I think Smith-Rowe is still injured. So if he's still injured, then I expect Lacazette to start.
Okay, we'll be saying if Mikel Arteta will be going with his captain or not. I mean, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is the captain of the side, but so far, his form so far has not just been something to write home about. We'll be seeing how the Gunners will be going on against the Saints, who is going to be the victor or the vanquished. Let's now move on to another game. All right, we know Tottenham Hotspur will not be playing, considering the fact that quite a number of the players tested positive for COVID, so they're out this particular game week. And I don't know, what do you think about this particular wave right now of COVID sweeping the Premier League?
We're in the cold season now, and in England it's very cold. So if you understand biology very well, you'll notice that communicable diseases are in periods. So this period is going to be more so quickly. So I'm not surprised with the outburst of the virus. No, it will be curbed in a few times. It's become that, so football will come back to normal.
We hope our football, yes, will stay normal. I mean, we don't want drama whatsoever. Let's now move on to that particular game where Manchester United will be going away to Norwich City. Norwich City right now sitting quite comfortably at the bottom of the Premier League table with 10 points from 15 games played. They are in the thick of the relegation battle, and I'm sure they are trying to find a way to claw their way out. And for Manchester United, with the new man in charge, they got their first win last weekend. So are we expecting for the run to continue, the new coach syndrome to continue for Manchester United perhaps? Okay, then guys, let me know what you think. Do you see United winning this particular one, or do you see Norwich City clawing their way out perhaps and trying to find something out of this one, maybe a draw or just maybe a win?
I remember when Arsenal was 20th on the table. I think Norwich should have been very angry, like, hey, dude, you're in my position. So well, no disrespect to them anyway, but they are back to their normal position and being 20 years.
Yeah, please go ahead. I can hear you.
Well, Manchester United is going to win it. And Norwich, I don't know when they get their form. Maybe they should be, the championship rather. And they'll beat everybody there and come back again, then donate 3 points to everybody and go back.
Same old, same old. I mean,
I just see them like that team that just comes into the Premier League and makes the point. Very good charging givers. And that's very good. Hello?
yes, please, I can hear you. And I absolutely agree with you. Norwich City, as it is for the past how many seasons now, come to the Premier League, just mark attendance here and there, and then return back to the Championship, win it, beat everybody, come back to the Premier League and rinse and repeat. But I hope they'll be able to claw their way out of the relegation battle. We'll see how that one does go. I mean, we'll see what happens. Basically, we'll see if Norwich will be able to stop Manchester United. I mean, I think Manchester United should be having the edge in this particular encounter. We'll see what that game perhaps will end in, what the result will be for the Manchester City Wolverhampton Wanderers game. 26 minutes played right now. Goalless. It still stands between both sides. We'll see who is going to be breaking the deadlock. Manchester United. Beg your pardon, Manchester City so far have had 5 shots in total, and Wolverhampton Wanderers with 1. 2 shots on target for Manchester City and none for Wolves. 63% possession for City, 37% possession for Wolves. 200 passes completed for City and 118 for Wolverhampton Wanderers. I mean, the most important stat right now is the goals, and it stands goalless right now. All right, time will tell. We'll see if it's going to end in a stalemate or not. Let's now move on to another game, the Leicester City Newcastle game. Newcastle United got their first win of the Premier League 2021-2022 season. Are we seeing Eddie outside doing a double? Will Leicester City be the newest victim? What do you think in this particular game, Chisom? Hello? Oh, network there messing up. Right, I'll see if I can reconnect with you some really quickly right there. But for the Leicester City Newcastle game, like I mentioned, Newcastle getting their first win of the Premier League season, 2021-2020 season, last time out. So they are in the thick of the relegation battle, as you would expect. 10 points they've got from 15 games played, and now they take on Leicester City. Leicester City have been blowing hot and cold so far this season, conceding goals in the numbers from minimum of 2 goals is what they've been doing so far. 2-3 they score, right, but they concede just as much. 23 goals they've scored and they've conceded 27. So something is going on with Leicester City's back line. And for Newcastle, as you would expect, I just told you that they won their first game last season, last week. All right, they've scored 17 goals and conceded 30. Ouch. I'm sure Eddie Howe is not excited about that particular stat. And from Brendan Rodgers' side, they've been blowing hot and cold, like I said, winning here and there. The pop of win, pop of draw, pop of losses is how they've been having it. So I'm not giving it to Leicester City, the Foxes, so to speak. But I feel like Newcastle got a much needed boost in confidence going by their last game, by the last game they played. So who do we see doing this particular one? Who do you see taking this particular game, Leicester City or Newcastle United? Time will tell, right? We'll see who's taking that particular game. Let's now move on to the big winners last weekend. West Ham United, I'm talking about. Burnley will be taking on West Ham United. David Moyes seems to be working some kind of miracle in West Ham. I don't know what's going on. But big ups to West Ham United. I did not see them with sitting pretty in 4th place right now from 15 games played. I did not expect that, but that's where they are, and they'll be taking on Burnley. So what do you think Sean Dyche's side should be expecting from West Ham United? Hello, Chisom, can you hear me?
Really high. Can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so, well, West Ham are really flying high right now, and in fact, I hardly see Burnley taking the points from them. So I give it all to West Ham to take this game.
West Ham United taking this one for you. I mean, what a confidence boost it's got to be beating Chelsea, beating the then league leaders Chelsea. And I mean, that's quite interesting to say the very least. And I'm thinking they want to keep on with this particular run of form. And they actually picked up points from the big boys so far. 3 points in the back from Liverpool, 3 points from Chelsea. Well, they lost to Manchester City, but they did take their pound of the flesh in the Carabao Cup. So big ups to David Moyes' side, who'll be saying if Burnley can't stop this high-flying Hammers, time will tell, right? All right, then let's move on really quickly, shall we? Let's now go on to the Escapeni game in the Premier League. No, I did not. I think I gave everybody their dues. Oh, I did. Crystal Palace taking on Everton. So far, so good, right, for Patrick Vieira and his side. Crystal Palace have not wowed us, but they've not totally disappointed either. It seems to be doing something somehow, seems to be going somewhere, right? 16 points Crystal Palace have got from 15 games played, and Everton above them with 2 points. 18 points they've got from 15 games played. What do you think? Who do you think is taking this particular one? Do you think the spoils are going to be shared, or somehow we're going to be having a winner?
Well, that game, I'll be surprised if there's a goal in that game. I'll be very surprised if there's a goal in that game. So I expect them to share the spoils in that game. Because they're going to be playing very cautious. No, it's going to be end-to-end, but the end-to-end will have nothing to do with their boxing teams. So that's how I actually see that game ending.
Oh, okay. We'll be seeing how that one pans out. I mean, let's see. If we're going to be having a victory and a vanquish. So far, Everton also have been blowing autumn cold, but they did beat Arsenal last time out. So 18 points they got from 15 games played, like I mentioned. So both teams neck to neck. Everton with 13 points, beg your pardon, 13th placed right now, and Crystal Palace 14th place. So we'll be seeing if we're going to be a shuffle somewhere going on. If Crystal Palace do win, they'll be going above Everton on the log. So let's now move away from the EPL. Let's go to the La Liga Santander, shall we? Barcelona right now. What's going on with Barca? I'm sure that not many people gave or expected so much from Barcelona. I did not really. I figured they were going to struggle a bit, but last time out they lost to Mallorca, and now they will be going away to Osasuna. Do you see Xavi's side putting that loss to Mallorca behind them, or do you think Osasuna just might be taking this one again?
Well, let me not disrespect any team right now, but I see Osasuna versus Barcelona right now is like a mate playing with a mate. They're actually of the same pedigree right now. So it's, to me, I see it as a 50-50 game. Anybody can win that game. Barcelona right now is not that top side
that we used to know.
Well, let me not compare them with any team in the EPL. Yeah, they can be beaten and they can beat anybody too. So there's nothing to talk about for them. This season, they should just try as much as possible to, at least they miss out the Europa League, they should get to the Conference League. But the Champions League, I see that as a very long distance to go.
Okay, we'll be seeing if Barcelona just might be exceeding our expectations this season. I mean, it's not going so well for the Spanish Giants. Let's now move on to the Giants of the moment and of the past, as well as looking like the present. Real Madrid, I'm talking about Real sitting quite comfortably at the top of the log with 39 points to their name, and they'll be welcoming Atletico de Madrid to the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. Atletico Madrid so far this season have not done too badly, but they've not given Real Madrid the kind of neck-to-neck competition we expected from them. They're currently 10 points behind Real, so Atletico with 29 points to their name and Real Madrid with 39 points. Who do you think is taking this particular one? Look at the goal-scoring form of Real Madrid, and for Atletico Madrid, they seem to be conceding it quite a lot at the back, which is unusual for the side.
Well, when it comes to the Madrid derby, most times forms don't even make the call. But for this season, I think the forms are going to be what we're going to look at. And Real Madrid right now, they're blowing everyone away. And Atletico de Madrid will just mind and try to get a draw, but I don't even see that coming. And with the form in which Modric, Vinicius are in right now, There's no two ways about it. I'm giving it to Real Madrid to take this one.
Real Madrid taking this particular one for you. Let's now move on to the Ligue 1 really quickly, where Paris Saint-Germain, like we do know, dropped points last time out. 2 draws, 2 unexpected draws from the Parisians. And, I mean, we expect, I think we almost expect PSG to win every game they play. But this time around, I mean, they've drawn 2. Now they'll be taking on Monaco. Do we see PSG returning to winning ways?
PSG, I hope they can win, but we're talking about Monaco right now. And that's a very tough game to play. Though they have the firepower, and I expect Messi to at least bring a bit of his Barcelona days to this game, if possible. Anyway.
And we've got to talk about Kylian, beg your pardon, Kylian Mbappe as well. Phenomenal goal scoring form he is, and maybe, just maybe, the combination of himself and Lionel Messi will be enough to give Paris Saint-Germain a win. And a quick look. Okay. All right, a quick look at the goal scoring chart right now. Even Mbappe actually isn't in the top 5 of the highest goal scorer in the Ligue 1 right now, but hey, he tops the assist chart, so that's something. That's something for the young lad. All right, then let's move away to now the Serie A, where we have AC Milan not doing so great. I mean, okay, wow, they're back home, so they've got to focus now on the Serie A games and all. They're topping that league, 38 points they've got from their games played, from 16 games played, and Inter neck to neck with them with 37 points from 16 games played. So now AC Milan can put their Champions League woes behind them and now focus their attention and resources on the Serie A. They'll be going away to Udinese. And what do you think in this particular game? I think Stefano Pioli's side they should have this one in hand. Don't you think so?
Well, I would go for AC Milan winning this game, but you know there are some days at AC Milan where you expect them to win, so just come into the game as if they lost one of their legs. So I expect them to win. So Udinese, I can't really say much about them. I don't know. In most of their games, they always go out to get a draw, and I think that is one thing AC Milan will need to break. So I expect AC Milan to win anyway.
All right, then we'll see if Milan will be able to hold on to their top spot. Because if they do drop point today, Inter Milan are currently neck to neck with them. Like I said, just a point behind AC Milan. That's what Inter are right now. So let's take a quick look at Inter's game really quickly. Shall we? Inter Milan will be taking on Cagliari tomorrow at the San Siro. Do we say Inter Milan? They've been in quite good form, to say the very least. So do we see Inter Milan taking this particular game?
Inter Milan, that game is, I don't think that's a fixture for me. That's a straightforward game. Let's not even think much about it.
Inter Milan taking that one for you.
Yeah.
All right, then let's now take a quick look at Juventus, right? Juventus in unexpected, uncharted territory. They will be going away to Venezia. They've already clawed their way. They were in 7th place last time out, but they've clawed their way to 5th position right now. So do we see them perhaps, using Venezia as a stepping stone to keep on climbing and finding their way up the ladder to where we expect them to normally be? Venezia taking on Juventus. Who's taking it for you?
Well, if I was a Venezia player, right, I'm injured, so I'll just be not part of the team that got beaten, because it's a straightforward game. They are out for blood in that game, and I expected that to do, but the way Juventus are coming back into it, it's like a movie road show.
Okay, we'll be seeing if the old lady will be giving us some tasty fixture right there for our viewing pleasure. Let's now move away now. Let's talk about Atalanta really quickly now, shall we? Atalanta, we know them for their goal-scoring prowess. Currently sitting 4th on the log in the Serie A. They'll be taking on Verona, and right now, I mean, it's quite sad with the way their run in the Champions League did end, considering the quality they've got. But they lost last time out to Villarreal. But now, focusing now on the Serie A struggles, which is not a struggle, so to speak. Would you say taking this particular one, Verona, do you think they can handle the kind of firepower Atalanta are going to be bringing to the table?
Verona, that means that you don't expect them to be in the team. You know, in the table thing that will always disturb you. In fact, I call them the bully of the Serie A. And against the Lions right now, so I expect a very high-scoring game. So Atlanta will take that game for me.
Atalanta taking it. I mean, they've got the last 5 games, it's been all wins for them. So I'm sure that's some win-win for Gasperini and his boys. All right, let's move away now from the Serie A really quickly. Let's talk just a quick stopover at the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich, the ruthless Bayern Munich taking on Mainz. So far, the points they've dropped in the Serie A, in the Bundesliga this season were unexpected. But the last time out, they took on Dortmund. It was that's classical, the Klassiker, that particular one. So Bayern Munich is now taking on Mainz. Bayern are sitting at the top of the log with 34 points from 14 games played. Do you expect Bayern Munich to drop points this time around to Mainz, or is just smooth sailing for the German giant?
I just love the way you put it. Do you expect Bayern to drop points? Because we know winning is irregular. So
True
when
that.
you watch the league and expect, will they drop points or will the regular happen? And I expect the regular to continue. It's Mainz. Though Mainz are that team that usually give Bayern tough time. So I expect, they're going to score, but Bayern are too strong for anybody right now.
Okay, we'll see if Mainz will be stopping Bayern Munich there. Let's now look at Bayern's closest rival. They always look like they are close, but in fairness, we know that they are far. VfL Bochum taking on Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund have got something huge, something really important back in their side. Has got to be Erling Haaland return to the team, and Marco Reus phenomenal form right now. Do you think VfL, and considering the fact that how Dortmund missed out on qualification to the round of 16 of the UCL, they're currently wounded. Do we see VfL Bochum being the boys who have to take the brunt of the anger of Borussia Dortmund?
Well, I just pity Bochum because they're going to be the ones receiving everything right now. And it's a very sad state to be in. That kind of situation, nobody wants to be there. But well, they are there, and they'll have to find a way to put themselves out. So Ross and Haaland are going to tear those guys apart. I expect, except Dortmund want to do one of those their normal flip-ups. But I don't pray for something like that to happen today. So I'm giving it to Dortmund to win.
All right, then we're saying if Dortmund will keep it expected and not give us some upset. But time will tell. All right, guys, so let me know your thoughts. Which of the games are you expecting upsets in? Are you expecting some regular, schmegular kind of vibe and service and game? Just no unexpected vibe or energy coming right your way. But I mean, football is meant. That's the beauty of the game. We want shocks, we want surprise, we want upsets here and there. So is it your team that will be dropping points? Time will tell. We'll see how that one goes. For the Manchester City Wolves game, for the 3 minutes played in that one, goalless, it still stands. We'll be seeing who's going to be the first person to break the deadlock in that particular encounter. City, of course, like we expect, currently with the chances created, with the shots, heads and shoulder above Wolverhampton Wanderers, but we know that Wolves cannot match them for that kind of intensity. What Wolves know how to do is soak in the pressure and eat you on the counter. So we'll see who's going to be taking that one. All right, then, thank you so much. So this is where we draw the curtain on today's show. Thanks, our bunches. It's always a pleasure doing this with you.
Thanks for having me, and I just hope the game gives us very great football games. And hello?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said I just hope this weekend us great football games, and we're going to enjoy them, and well, with lots of goals anyway.
Yes, please go. Yes, goals. Very, very, very important. Actually important, sir. We need it. Please, please, please. No barring anything here. No okra, no ogbono. No, none of that kind of energy. I want goals. I want action. I want ginger. I want vibe. All right, no boring games allowed. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me and Chisom. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did on the show. We never get tired of talking football now. I mean, it's football, right? Something always does happen. All right, guys, make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay blessed. Make sure you are fine. Make sure you're fabulous. Ensure that you take every form of precaution. If you're going to Owambe, anywhere it is you are going to, all right? Wherever it is you guys are going to, ensure that you put safety first at all times. Make sure that you prioritize your safety, right? You're not driving, no, you're not doing wuru-wuru on the road. Obey traffic rules and regulation. That's the point. I mean, if you're going to prioritize your safety, you've got to put yourself first by being responsible. All right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you right about now. But you know, like I always tell you, football, life is way too short, really, not to experience this beautiful round level game of football. Till I come your way again, I remain your own girl. Omolaba Karaji is my name, and I'm telling you to stick around right here on CTV because we've got amazing pleasure. Content, that's what I meant to say, for your viewing pleasure. All right, guys, bye, stay safe, stay blessed, and bye-bye.